Hey guys, it's Alicia. Today I have another What's for Dinner on WW for you. My husband and I are on the green plan, but as always, I will have the points for not only the green plan, but the blue and purple plans as well on these meals. So let's get started and I will show you what we had for dinner this week. First up is Bubble Up Pizza. Now we love the Bubble Up recipes in this house. This is one of our favorites. I also tried out a new one this week, but I'm gonna do a separate video on that and that will be out shortly. And that is for enchilada bubble up. But this one, the pizza, is definitely one of our favorites. To get this started, I'm just going to be spritzing a little bit of olive oil into a large pan here. Now, if you have a non-stick pan, you could probably skip that step. In fact, sometimes I do, and it works fine. But next, I'm gonna be adding in a pound of lean ground turkey. Now, in the recipe video that I'm gonna be linking down below on this, I do believe I use ground beef, and that is fine too. We just pretty much only use ground turkey now. I also want to point out that I will have not only the video for this down below, but also the pasta dish I'm going to be showing. I'll have the full video linked down below for that as well. So in those videos, you can find the full list of ingredients and instructions on how to make both of those. So now I'm adding in some mushroom, bell pepper, and red onion that I've chopped up. I'm also going to add a little bit of fresh ground pepper to this. And then I'm going to just cook all of this together until that turkey is browned and those veggies are softened. Now I'm going to add in a little bit of minced garlic and I'm going to let that cook in there for about a minute or so until it is fragrant. Now I'm going to add a little basil and oregano, some marinara sauce, and olives. And then I'm gonna just stir all this together, turn down my heat, and let it simmer for a few minutes while I cut up my biscuits. And here I'm adding in 4 refrigerator biscuits that I've cut up into 6 pieces each. And I'm just stirring those in until they start to break down just a little bit. Now I'm gonna take a 13 by 9 inch casserole dish. I'm gonna spray it with a little bit of this olive oil spray. And then I'm gonna take my mixture and pour it into the casserole dish. And I'm gonna spread it out evenly in there. And then I'm gonna bake it in my preheated oven at 350 for about 25 minutes. After baking for 25 minutes, I'm gonna pull it back out, top it with a little bit of mozzarella cheese, part skim mozzarella cheese. And then I'm gonna put it back in the oven and let it bake for another 10 minutes or so, or until that cheese is melted. And it looks like this. And here's a serving of that, which is a 1/6 of the casserole. One serving is 10 points on all 3 colors. We also had this with a little bit of broccoli. We just steamed that, didn't put anything on it, so 0 points for the broccoli, which made this a 10-point dinner for us. Tonight for dinner, we are keeping it really easy and simple, and we're just having a little baked tilapia with some sides. Now, I know a lot of people don't like tilapia, they call it trash fish or whatever else, but we actually really like it. It's cheap, it tastes good, and so we eat a decent amount of it. I usually buy mine in these 4-pound bags at Sam's Club. I really like them because they're individually wrapped, so you can just pull out however many you want to use, and it just makes it really easy and convenient. So tonight I'm doing 4 of them, as you can see there, and I've just pulled them out, rinsed them off, and put them in this casserole dish. I'm now going to spritz them with just a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to add a little bit of this real lemon juice, just a few drops on each one. Fresh would be even better if you have it. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of that granulated garlic. Now you can use whatever seasonings you want, but we like these. And then some lemon pepper. And then finally some dried parsley. And that's all that I put on these, and it turns out really, really well. And now I just bake them in my preheated oven at 400 for about 20-25 minutes, or until they reach an internal temperature of 130. So here I've got my tilapia all cooked, and that is about 4 ounces And it is going to be 2 points on green and 0 on blue and purple. And that's another reason why we like the tilapia. It's very, very low in points. We're also having with it a little bit of this Seeds of Change quinoa and brown rice. They're just the little 90-second packets that you put in the microwave. That is about a half cup or 4 points on all 3 colors. And then finally, we're just having some steamed broccoli for a dinner total of 6 points on green. Tonight is 1 skillet sausage pasta. This one is really easy to make, but it is really good, and it is also really kid-friendly, so I love this one. It starts off with some Polska turkey kielbasa. I love this stuff. I get it at Aldi, and I use it in a lot of different things, and there is the packaging of it right there. But yeah, I get it at Aldi. Absolutely love it. And then to that, I'm gonna add some mushrooms. I've got quite a few of portobello or baby portobello mushrooms here. You definitely don't have to use this many. That's probably close to 16 ounces, honestly. And then I also have a medium red onion that I've chopped up. I'm then gonna just stir all this together and cook it together until those mushrooms and onions are nice and softened up. I'm also gonna add a little bit of fresh black pepper. You can also add salt, and this is one dish that I do add salt to. I just don't do it at this point. I add it to the individual servings to make sure I don't oversalt, because we do definitely watch our salt intake. Now I'm gonna add a little minced garlic to this, and I'm gonna let that cook in there for a minute or so, or until it's fragrant. And then at that point, I'm gonna add in a can of Rotel, some chicken broth, and some skim milk, and whole wheat pasta. And you can use whatever type of pasta you want. That is what I had on hand, and so that is what I used. So then you're gonna just stir all of that together, let it come to a boil, drop the heat down to low, cover it, and let it simmer for about 10 minutes or so, or until that pasta is softened up and has absorbed the liquid. Now you're gonna add in some low-fat cheese. I like the stuff at Kroger, the 40% less fat stuff, this stuff right here. And then you're going to just stir that in real well. And here's a serving of that, which is just over a cup or a heaping cup. And the points on that are 8 for green, 8 for blue, and 5 on purple. With that, we're also having a side salad with a little bit of this fat-free zesty Italian dressing, which is 0 points if you just have a serving. And so our dinner tonight is going to be 8 points. And that is what we had for dinner on WW this week. I hope this was helpful to you guys and maybe gave you some ideas. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you on the next one.